They run. It's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. A gain of 3, second down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is out of bounds here. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll look to throw here. He's to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Second and goal from the 1. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll air this one out for Kirk. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Being chased out left.
And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he works free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Complete at the 1. Touchdown, Broncos! K.J. Hamler, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They go play action here on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the side. Here's Herbert. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hunt will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Back to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Back to throw here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is Fant. Oh, what a catch. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Back to throw here, Herbert. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Bust through the tackle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Judy. That catch good for only a couple. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get that to Fournette, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 38 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Oh, good move. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, they're...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd